Hello all, hope all are fine. Today I've come with one of my husband's favorite dish. It's radish sambar. So this is a radish which I've say about 250 grams of radish. So let's have a look at the ingredients which you'll be needing for the radish sambar. It's really very tasty. Okay, just try making this radish sambar. Radish or the mooli, it's the same. So I've chopped like this 300 grams of radish. And this is one large onion chopped roughly, 2 green chili, and this is the stem portion of the coriander leaves. So let's have a look at the other ingredients also. This is the main ingredient, the other ingredients also. This is 2 medium sized tomatoes. This is a farm tomato, not a sour one. So I've taken 2. If you happen to get the country tomato, which is really sour one, you may substitute with that. That tastes good when you are making a sambar. So I didn't find it. So this is just a farm tomato, 2 tomatoes. So since I'm using this farm tomato, I'm using some extra tamarind extract. Okay, and then in masala, and in sambar, you need the sambar powder. Any brand sambar this is a homemade sambar powder. Any brand you may use, it's fine. This is say about 1 teaspoon of sambar powder, quarter teaspoon of turmeric, and this is 1 teaspoon of the coriander seed powder, which actually I like the coriander flavor more in a sambar than the usual sambar taste. That's why I used 1 teaspoon of this is a homemade coriander powder, and this is say 1 teaspoon of red chili powder. Spice and the salt, as I always say, it's up to you. I'm just mentioning what I've used. This is about it. And say 1 large lemon sized tamarind, I've just soaked it in the water. Then for sambar, you need tur dal. So this is quarter cup of the tur dal which I've soaked in the water, so it becomes easy to cook. Quarter teaspoon of the turmeric and half a teaspoon of the raw cumin seed. You will need this because this will give a good enhances flavor of your sambar when you're boiling the dal. So don't skip adding the cumin seed. So all this first we'll boil in the pressure cooker, and then we'll be roasting other things also. Some fresh coriander leaves, the stem portion I've already removed, which we'll be cooking along with the radish. Then for the seasoning, half a teaspoon of mustard, some curry leaves, and hing or the asafoetida. That's all the ingredients are. Let's get started. First we'll boil the dal, the tur dal. So I'm adding the dal. This is actually washed and soaked in the water, so I'm adding it along with the water. And then turmeric and the cumin seed. Okay. Now we'll need some more water. Don't add too much of water, otherwise it will not get cooked properly. We have to mash it also. A little bit of water, sufficient enough for your dal to be soaked, immersed fully into the water. And now we'll be cooking it for 2 to 3 whistles. It has to be cooked fully mashy. So I'll come back after 2 to 3 whistles, and once the cooker cools down, I'll come back. So our dal is cooked well. Take a ladle, and when it's hot, just give it a good mash. Once it cools, it will not be possible. So just when it's hot itself, give it a good mash. Like this. Now let's move on to next process. My pan is hot. Into this I've added 1 tablespoon of oil, and now the mustard, pinch of hing, curry leaves, the onion, and the split green chili, toss them slightly, and then I'll add in the the radish, because this also has to be tossed equally. Now we'll roast this slightly golden. I'll show you at what stage I'll be stopping. Something like this in this pan, you can get rid of the raw flavor of the mooli. That's or the radish. That's why we are passing it like this. Just slightly we need to do it. Don't have to over, not golden and all, just slightly. Because anyway, eventually you're going to cook it along with the dal in the cooker, pressure cooker. This will be sufficient. Now I'm going to add, I've reduced the flame. I tossed it on high flame. Okay, just forgot to mention. I had tossed it on high flame. So I will be adding all the masalas. Keep the flame low when you're tossing these masalas until the tomatoes are added. On a low flame I've started the masala and the radish. It doesn't get burned. And now I'm adding the tomato and the stem portion of the coriander. Along with this, some salt. 3/4 teaspoon of salt also. So this will help the tomato get cooked faster. Now I'll increase the flame to medium and I'll cook it till the tomatoes are soft. So the tomatoes are all done now. Now let's go back to the pressure cooker where we started. Now you can add the required water. This is the water from the tawa. Now you'll add whatever is the water needed for your dilution. And also check the salt and the spice. Whatever water you want to add, add it now. Post cooking, you can only add hot water, not the cold water. Now let me just check the salt and spice. To add the tamarind extract. So everything is fine. Now I'm going to close the lid and then we'll cook it for 2 whistles. Because anyway it's half done, so just remaining 2 whistles and that's it, done. So finally our radish sambar is just ready. If you have liked my recipe, just give a thumbs up, okay? And also leave your comments. And if you happen to prepare this recipe, you may share the video in my Instagram also. It's with the same name, Lata's Art of Cooking. And that's it. So I hope I motivated you to cook a new dish if at all you have never prepared it. So have a nice day. Happy cooking. Bye bye.